We want it.
All right, we're live, Ramel. Shut. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to episode 22 of the Frontline Black News. I'm your host, Tan Kruma, and we are joined with my guest, Ramel Understanding, who is a political prisoner in the Cardinal State Mental Hospital. And we will be discussing several things tonight. The first thing is, of course, Tangibles 2021.
I want my tangibles now.
Right now.
Green paperback stack.
Not later, but right now.
That's right. How are we going to achieve that? Because they don't want to give it to us, brother.
We're going by force, my brother, by force.
How can we force their hand?
We're already forcing their hand. But let me finish getting through the topics, and then we'll discuss this further.
Okay, go ahead.
Wokeism is wokeism with WTF. The vaccines, mandatory masks for Denver City employees, Nina Turner of Ohio, RUNOKO RASHIDI dies, and 435 million in DHOL and traditional Black values.
Yes.
So, you were asking me how we forcing their hand. Well,
how can we force their hand?
We are forcing their hand. The new independent Black media is forcing their hand. See, they are tiptoeing around us. They're trying to dance around us. The tangibles that we've been pushing for over a year now, they've been trying to tiptoe around it. And now they're describing us as woke. Instead of saying thugs and criminals and you name it, they're saying that we're woke. And I was just listening. The white supremacist media.
Oh, okay.
Left and right.
We all woke.
Left and right are saying this. And what the right is saying, which is bull crap, because they're both two sides of the same coin of white supremacy, left and right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're saying
the hood, the other one don't.
Yeah, they're saying that being woke is dumb. That if you're woke, then you're stupid. That you're dumb and you're a loser. So in other words, Black family, what they're saying is if you're speaking out against oppression, if you're fighting a good fight, if you will, if you're giving the Democrats and the Republicans good trouble, then you are dumb. How dare you fight against white supremacy? How dare you fight against oppression? How dare you speak out against it? You should just shut up and dribble the ball or throw the ball or whatever to entertain us. How dare you speak out against oppression and injustice? How dare you? So,
right, they don't want to be questioned at all.
They don't want to be questioned at all, and they don't want to come off them tangibles. But see, what the Democrats are saying is they're going to need us in the midterms, and they're definitely going to need us in the 2024 election. See, because Jim Crow Biden ain't cutting it. Kamala Harris ain't getting it.
Right.
So we had that sister out of Ohio running, Nina Turner, and she lost to, I believe, another sister. I could be mistaken, but she lost because she thought she was going to run off of Bernie Sanders. And she thought that she was going to do the Obama playbook by getting these white progressives to support her. No, you have to have the streets, the Black streets supporting you in order to win these elections. And what we are saying here on the Black streets, the Black YouTube streets, whatever you want to call it, the grassroots, independent Black media, such as Frontline Black News. Make sure y'all check us out on frontlinecampaign.org Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. And what we're saying is, look, we're demanding our tangibles right now, not later, now. So we are forcing their hand, and they're forced to describe us as the left. Now they're describing us as the left, and now they're describing us as woke.
Right. But they're trying to make it a derogatory term.
They're trying to make it a derogatory term, and they're trying to demonize it and make it seem like it's a bad thing that we're demanding something for our votes. Now,
that motherfucking what they call that? Not linguistic. I forgot what it's called. Where they're using words and semantics.
Semantics, yes.
Yeah. That's the word for it. Go ahead.
Well, at the end of the day, liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican, that's all semantics. Because at the end of the day, all it represents is white supremacy.
Right, aka white America.
The global system of racism, white supremacy, not just America, but the whole global system. It's gotten so bad that the Olympic athletes are speaking out against the oppression that's happening here in America, and these white supremacists here in America are rooting for other countries, such as Canada, such as Russia. Other white supremacist countries they're rooting for, opposed to their own so-called country, the USA, because the athletes, the black athletes specifically, are protesting against the injustice that is occurring in this country and been occurring in this country for centuries.
Right.
So tangibles 2021. Oh, what were we gonna say, Ramon?
I just want to say one thing, brother. That I know you said it's the white supremacy.
Yeah.
I just call it the devil, man.
You call it the devil, call it whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day,
inhumane, brother. It's
a system.
It's built on injustice. You know, I'm just like, you know, these people are disgusting, brother. You know what I mean? Just their methods, their ways, and everything about them, man, is real devil-like. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, so the system is. Nellie Fuller puts it as the global. Nellie Fuller and Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, rest in power to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, put it as the global system of racism and white supremacy, thought, speech, and action that basically subjugates non-white people. Now, we fall on that non-white category, and they want to continue to oppress us, and they just want us to suffer peacefully. Don't say nothing about it. Don't speak out. Yeah, we're gunning you down. But you're gunning yourselves down. White supremacy likes to take both sides of the argument. So they'll say in one breath, oh, we need to do away with this. And then the next breath they'll say, well, you're doing it to yourself.
Yeah. Like, they're not the ones who gave us the guns, gave us the drugs, gave us the mentality where we hate our own. Like, that wasn't programmed into us through slavery.
Right. That wasn't beat into us generation after generation. That wasn't instilled in us generation after generation. We just woke up one day and were just hating each other. No.
Woke.
Yeah. We just woke. So now being woke, thank you whoever's tuning in. We're discussing several things tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube and the Facebook page, Frontline Black News. And we're on Tangibles 2021 right now. And what that entails and how we are forcing the white supremacist hands. Now, the next thing they'll be doing is saying that we're extremists. Now, in 2016, the FBI released a report about Black identity extremists. And that's basically what they're terming us. Those of us that are Black first, those of us that are on a Black agenda, all Black agenda. They're saying that we're extremists. So They're having little meetings discussing how they're going to tiptoe and dance around the new black media. But no, we're here and we're here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. So
Official
you're,
think tank.
yeah, we have our own think tanks like the Harvest Institute, and we're forcing your hand, America. It's time you come to heal. You owe us reparations. There's no more. There's no dancing around it. This is a debt that is owed,
Oh,
and that is $100 trillion for past, present, and future atrocities you continue to put us through. And we're going to continue to beat the drum on that for as long as it takes. Now, this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint, family. This is not going to be an overnight thing. But you have white supremacist media such as the Washington Post terming us as woke and left. Wait a minute, we're radical left? No, we're demanding tangibles.
we're realistic revolutionaries.
Right. And they're scared to death. They don't know what to do. They don't know what they're going to do. And this election in Ohio is just an example of that, because they thought that if the sister, Nina Turner, thought if she rode the bandwagon of Bernie Sanders, they're still thinking that we're in 2016, Ramel. Now, you've been logged.
Right in his coattails.
Yeah, so you've been away for 5 years, right? They still are stuck in 5-6 years ago when Bernie Sanders was the Democrats' top pick for president at one time, until we said, hey man, where are them tangibles at?
Right now.
And he said, oh, I don't think that's feasible. I don't think reparations is feasible, but yet your people get reparations every year. The so-called Jews, they get paid billions of dollars every single year. They receive checks.
How about the natives? The natives.
They receive checks too. These so-called $5 Indians, especially. The DHOL Commission back in the late 1800s, after the Civil War, when the whites found out that they were going to have to give benefits to Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, American descendants of slavery, they went and put their names, started a commission, went and put for $5, put their name on the Dow's rolls, and they were able to capitalize off of these benefits that they were supposed to give us: land, resources, all that. It went
Meanwhile, while we go and do things on our own, they burn our shit down like they did to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street.
Yeah, that was one of many. Rosewood. I mean, just about every single major city in this country had race riots, all during Jim Crow, all during World War I and II, during that time. So, yeah, they didn't want us to be prosperous. They seen that we were doing better than them in such a short time. Mind you, we were out of Reconstruction not even 100 years. And we were building up so much stuff on our own that they became jealous and envious. And we're old for that too. So they have to pay us for all of that.
I heard the wrench was something that the Black men created too. The automobile, the light bulb.
All of that.
Know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. We want our tangibles now.
Tangibles. Not plural, not singular, plural. We want our goddamn tangibles right now.
That's right.
Not later, but now. So 2020, we were pushing tangibles 2020, and now it's tangibles 2021. And look, all it was stating was, look, we need something specifically for us. You got all these Democrats, you Republicans, you got all these benefits for all these other groups. You do for all these other groups. You don't tell them no. You don't tell them they have to wait. But us, just hurry up and wait. No, those days are over. You want our vote? You're going to have to do something specifically for us. That goes for the president. That goes for the mayor. That goes for the governor. That goes for the senator, the House of Representatives, any municipal office of government. We want something specifically for us if you want our vote. Otherwise, we're not going to participate. And the sister in Ohio saying that she couldn't ride with Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders said reparations wasn't feasible. So I don't know why you thought taking photo ops with Bernie Sanders was going to get you the black vote. But no, we're not rocking with Bernie Sanders. Sorry, Killer Mike. We're not rocking with Bernie Sanders. So anybody that's watching this that's a Democrat and think that they can get the black vote by trotting out a few celebrities, nope, them days are over. You're going to have to come up with some tangibles. In the form of reparations, cut the check, $100 trillion. You don't have to give it all at once.
They gave out COVID relief. Why they can't do that?
They gave out COVID relief. You see how many trillions of dollars they passed?
Mm-hmm.
That's our reparations right there. I mean, you even got Bob Johnson, the former owner of BET, saying, look, we're owed 14 trillion. We're owed 100 trillion, but we can start with 14 trillion. That'll be a nice installment of what you owe us. You had Tom Steyer, a billionaire who ran for president in 2019, said, or in 2020, said he was going to cut the check. It was too small of a check, but we forced their hands so much that they even had to come to heel and say, oh, well, if you vote for me, I will cut a check for so-and-so billion. No, we're talking trillions, though. You got to come higher than that. You had Marianne Thompson. Not Thompson. That's my former godmother. What was her damn name? I can't remember her name now. Oprah's guru, Marianne Williamson. She said she supported reparations in the form of $500 billion. Okay, well, that's the start, Marianne. But you got to come off with them trillions. So
we need a full measurement of justice.
Period. And trillions isn't even enough, but we can start there. Look, we generated all this country's wealth. All this, if not majority, if not all of this country's wealth was generated off the backs of our ancestors.
Damn. They took that to the bank.
So we are owed, and you're going to pay. Otherwise, we're not going to participate in this political process anymore, and we can just watch both of the parties of white supremacy collapse right before our very eyes.
They're already doing that. They're trying that bipartisan unity shit and unison and all that other shit, but they're going to fall. They're going to fall victim to their own lies and their own disguises, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we're no longer falling for these broad, ambiguous terms, as Dr. Claude Anderson so eloquently describes: people of color, minorities, marginalized, disenfranchised, underprivileged, disadvantaged, misfortuned, whatever terminology
common folk
they want to use, working class, middle class, all of that shit. Race trumps all the isms. And again, we're not falling for it. You're not going to get us on the classism. Definitely not going to get us on the symbolism. Them days are over. We want something tangible, concrete, something we can count, measure, not just feel.
Dollar figures.
You cut out these other groups a check. You don't tell the Asians, oh, we can't do that for you. You don't tell the LGBTQ.
Free land. We can work with the land.
You can buy land with money.
Can give us the land. They can give us land.
You can buy land with money.
Now I know that,
They
but
owe
I'm
us.
saying
They owe us a debt.
we want money anyway.
They don't tell other groups that. Other groups, so-called groups that have been mistreated by this government, such as Asians, they don't tell them, we're gonna pay you in land. No, they cut them a damn check.
Well,
The
I
so-called
want land and
Jews,
money.
the so-called Jews who were in the
Yes, sir.
Holocaust, they don't tell them we're gonna pay you in land. They pay
Right.
them in checks.
Well, I
They
stand
get
corrected, brother. Thank you.
checks. Now I hear the land part. Yeah, they need to give us several states.
Yeah, exactly. The United States of Black people,
Or the new African
Commonwealth.
Republic, as some
Yeah,
are
I keep
running.
along.
Well, the new African Republic. There's a movement going on called the New African Republic, which basically is saying they need to give us all the southern states: Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and I believe
Ah,
that's all the states.
right. I have a
Kentucky.
question for you, brother. Whatever happened? This is going back to tangibles because I feel that one of the main weapons they've used to oppress is the police. Whatever happened to disbanding the police and defunding the police? Is that still going on? I'm off the loop.
That's still going on, but see, defunding the police isn't the answer. We need to do away with the police. The police exist
Yeah, I know that.
because they are slave catchers.
Yeah, that's all.
That's their,
Police. That's all.
yeah, that's their whole purpose. And the purpose is to make sure the rich stay rich and the poor get prison. Their whole purpose is to make sure things stay the way they are.
Right, prison industrial complex.
Right.
Or the prison industrial system. So the reason I brought it up is because one of the things that's killing us as a people, man, is that police via the prison system loop is killing us, man. They're making so much money off that stuff. It's like it's out of this world.
And we're old for that.
We're
old for that.
Off that right now too.
We're old for that as well.
Yeah.
All that's being factored in the $100 trillion.
Right.
We are old.
Remember, they brought the drugs. They gave us the guns. Then they gave us the gangs. Then they,
and not to mention, our current president was responsible for a lot of that. Jim Crow Biden. Not only 3 strikes law, the hate crime bill.
Can you expand on that a little bit?
The hate crime bill, one of the pieces to it was the 3 strikes. All of that came out of that. The war on drugs, get tough on crime, all that shit. That was Jim Crow Biden. That was our current president.
That was homeboy that was the cloak of the KKK. Does the eulogy for the Jew for an hour and a half.
Well, his mentor was Eastland, and he was basically the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the devil. This is a different kind of devil. They kept saying that Trump was the devil.
They're all devils to me.
They're all devils.
They just wearing different suits.
Yeah, this one has a different suit, and he's real sleepy looking, and he looks like he has dementia or something. He's been saying some real weird shit as of late. So
I want to say one thing real quick, brother. That I respect a man. I always say this on the show. That I respect a man that hates me outright and a man that hates me in his heart.
Well, that's what Trump did. But, exactly. They painted Trump as, the worst thing to ever happen.
But he initiated didn't he initiate the COVID relief fund?
He initiated Operation Warp Speed to get the vaccines out. That's what he initiated. the funding for the relief fund, that was bipartisan. You have to have both parties of support on that.
Right. But I thought his camp was the one that came up with the idea for it.
I mean, they might have came up with the idea for it, but Biden was the one that ushered it in. Because remember, he was the one that was, I'm gonna get this pandemic under control and elect me.
You know the word I like, epidemic, because that's what it is.
No, it's a pandemic. It's a planned epidemic. It was planned. This whole
pandemic.
This whole thing was planned out.
Scam them. Yeah, I know. But the reason I say it's an epidemic is because, man, this is a catastrophe. They're trying to like desensitize us even to that. You know, like what's going on ain't going on. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're not seeing what you're seeing.
Right.
You know, we're no stranger to that. They've been doing that since as long as we can remember. They've been doing that. They did that with Rodney King. Oh, you didn't see what you seen. They did that with Trayvon. They did that with Mike Brown. You didn't see what you seen. Oh, we didn't leave him in the middle of the street for 4 hours after he was shot to death, so he could bleed out. You know, you didn't see that. You know, something's wrong with your eyes. You didn't see anything. So that's the game they've been running, but them days are over.
Scandemic, plandemic, within an epidemic, and I'm just fed up with it.
Beyond fed up with it, but yeah. So yeah, now it's wokeism. Now the new term for black people, the new code word for black people is woke.
I'd rather be woke than broke.
I'd rather be woke than sleep. What are you doing? Sleepwalking?
Damn.
You sleepwalking through life?
Right. Because they don't want to stay conscious, because that might start waking people up.
Yeah.
So they're woke.
So they just say woke. But this is the term.
Right.
This is the term they're using specifically for black people. The black people that refuse to get with the program.
Right.
To get with the program. The black people that said fuck Jim Crow Biden and sat it out, stayed at home. If you remember, this was a struggle election. That was a struggle election. Jim Crow Biden didn't win immediately. It took days and weeks for him to be declared the winner of the selection.
Remember when they were counting in Capitol Hill the day of each election?
And we're still waiting on you, Jim Crow Biden supporters, to tell us what tangibles we're getting from a Biden administration. Because it's been over 6 months of Jim Crow Biden, and we have got nothing tangible from having him in office. Nothing. Black people specifically, because that's who the show is specifically for, is black people, specifically foundational black Americans, American descendants of slavery, the people that built this country.
They're scared. They're scared to call in. They don't even want to talk about it. They're trying to dismiss the issue.
They're trying to hide from it. They're saying we were right.
Yeah, black families, don't be afraid to be awoke. Because they might have seen an insurrection, but now they're about to see a resurrection of the mental good.
Exactly.
To Jim Shabbat.
Yes. Who I wish could join us tonight, but he is healing. And also my lady, I wish she was able to join us tonight as well, Lady Che. But yeah, family, we are discussing Tangibles 2021 right now, WOKEISM, WTF, and the next thing is the vaccines. So there's become an even more major push to get these vaccines out. Governor Cuomo of New York is basically saying that the mission is to get people vaccinated. That is the whole mission, is to get people vaccinated, get people shots in their arm. He said he don't care if you got to drive them to the place to get them, but that is the mission. So
okay,
we are moving closer to the death camps.
So concentration camps / FEMA camps. They're already practicing it on the illegal immigrants. That's the first lab of people that laboratory experiments that they're utilizing right now. But they're trying how they're able to utilize the FEMA techniques and all the camps and everything.
Yeah, so the next thing is mandatory vaccines across the board in order to do anything, work, play, whatever.
Didn't you say they were going to start coming to your front door?
Oh yeah, they're gonna start sending the ambassadors to your door. The
And
the
if
COVID.
you check out one of them ambassadors, trust and believe they're gonna come with the FEMA people, with them police, and you're gonna start disappearing.
Yep. They're supposed to be coming knocking on your door like Jehovah's Witnesses.
You know, and maybe Trump didn't create that wall to keep people from coming in. Maybe he created that wall
to keep people from getting out. Yep.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, just food for thought, because you know, the FEMA camps is real. Like I said, they're utilizing the immigrants as laboratory experiment animals. You know, and it's just a bad condition that the United States of America is in right now, especially the black folks.
Right. But we are winning, Black family. We have forced their hand, and now they result into such dramatics as woke and wokeism, and the left. The left is calling us left. Now, I thought the left was supposed to be different from the right. Well, why is the left sounding like Fox News?
Right. The next term is radical. You know,
and extremists. No, the next term is going to be extremists.
No, and then terrorists. That's going to be the next label they use.
If you're woke,
that's terrorism.
Then you're a terrorist. You hate America. No, motherfucker, I just hate injustice. I hate.
They're gonna call you anti-American.
I hate anti-justice. I hate it. I want to replace the system with an actual system of justice, guaranteeing that nobody is mistreated by the color of their skin, and those who need the most constructive help get it. But you're going to be labeled. We're still on the vaccines. So Moderna, Pfizer. Now they're talking about you got to have a booster. So don't be surprised, Ramel, if they tell you got to have another shot.
I know.
Right before you get out.
They're going to be right at my door. They're going to be right. Well, sorry, Mr. Moretta, but you ready for your booster shot? I'll be like, hey, man, well, can I cancel? And then they're going to put me in some maximum security zone. You know what I mean? In some treatment, you know, or something like that. Man, these people lie so much, man. You know, I noticed that the lies and the propaganda that they use, man, them people, they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. They spend billions, if not trillions of dollars a year to do it.
Yeah, they spend hundreds of years. Before this happened, they already knew this was going to happen. I mean, this is a methodological process that they
Man, this is something and rehearsed. This is something Hitler would have wrote. Hitler would.
This has been orchestrated.
Yeah, this has been definitely orchestrated, planned out, all the above. You know exactly what they're doing with these vaccines.
Evil, brother. Systematic evil.
So everywhere you look now, Ramel, they are pushing these goddamn vaccines. They are offering you. First, they were offering you lottery tickets. Now they're offering you.
They even giving it to kids now. Is that true?
Yes, kids older than 12, I believe, between 12 and 17 are eligible to get the vaccine. They just made it mandatory for the Denver City employees to have the vaccine. They have until September 30th. Otherwise, they will be suspended or laid off from their jobs.
Black family, if you haven't taken the shot and they start showing up at your door, don't open up because it's going to be bad news.
Right. This is a violation of your first, your fourth, and several of your rights. This is
And
something
then
out
they
of
keep coming up with
Nuremberg,
different
Germany.
variants. There's always a different variant, a different mutated disease version of the first disease. This is going to keep getting worse.
Well,
man.
when you look at the definition of a vaccine, it's the virus they're giving you. So how are you being protected if you're giving you the virus?
Right.
And then they flip flopping. They're saying, oh, we didn't say that those that are vaccinated are passing on the Delta variant. We didn't say that. But you did say that. You said that multiple times.
Damn.
And now they're recanting it, talking about, oh, fact check. You notice all this fact checking shit? All this fact checking stuff didn't come around until the secrets started getting exposed. Now everything is fact check this and fact check that.
Whatever, you know who kind of faded into the darkness, man? That, what's the name of the white dude that was the head of the health department, CDC? Fauci or Fauci?
Fauci, he's still around.
Okay. I ain't seen him in the news. That dude was getting more coverage than the president.
Yeah. He's definitely still around. He's just selling the snake oil. Go get the vaccine.
Okay, so vaccine.
That's all they're pushing. I mean, it's all over the TV. It's all over everywhere. Vaccine. They even have the mobile trucks now.
If you can avoid the vaccine, people, avoid it. If you've already taken it, man, shoot, try to cleanse your system. One sister was telling me about some kind of drink that had silver in it or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I had seen some video about that. It's a way that you can basically detoxify it out of you, or something of that sort. I have to look more into it, but yeah, I seen something like that. But you have to do it immediately after you get the vaccine.
Yeah, I've been fasting a lot, man, so I've been trying to get it out of my system.
Before it metastasizes in your body.
Man. Yeah, I feel good. You know, now when I first took it, the second shot, after I first
you said it made you sick as a dog.
I was sick as a dog. I had to go to these people like, you know, hey man, I don't know what's going on, but I feel weird. You know, it's like, just take a shot. And I was like, okay, well, all right. Man, but it was death.
And you had the Johnson & Johnson or the Moderna?
The Moderna.
Okay, so that's the 2 shots.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but I had to take it, man. And they did it so slick, man. First, I tell you, they did some kind of broadcast where they were saying if you don't take it, they're going to start moving you to other units. And I was like, damn, man. You know, I didn't know where the hell I was going to go, so I was like, well, I got to take it. You know, and they was like, if you don't take it, you're not going to get privy to walk around all this stuff. So they told me that, and I took it. You know what I mean? Black family, I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed. You know, I feel shame, but I took it, and I took the second shot, and, you know, I've been fasting a lot since then. And, you know, I still weigh 214 pounds, but I fasted a lot. Like, I fast, every week I fast at least one day. So I don't drink, I drink water, but I don't eat the whole day till, like, later on in the night. You know, so I don't know what kind of fasting they call that, but it's fast. From one day to the next, I won't eat. You know, for a year. If I can come back and yeah, vaccines. You sticking to that topic or?
Yeah, because it's a real serious topic. I mean, they are basically trying to force this on you. They are really trying to force these vaccines on you. And they're saying if you're not getting vaccinated, then you're part of the spread of the Delta virus. And they're doing all these scare tactics. It's like, no, y'all literally did say that people that had got vaccinated were spreading the Delta, and now you're recanting it. But we're gonna roll back that beam footage on you and show you exactly what you said.
Right.
CDC, Fauci, and whoever else they like to prop in front of us.
CDC.
The same CDC that was responsible for Tuskegee.
Wow. Caucasian devil control.
It's supposed to be control for disease.
Caucasian devil corruption. How do you even say that word? I say Caucasian, but people tell me I'm saying the wrong thing.
I say cockazoid.
Hey, okay, real quick, man. You know X-Clan, right?
Yes. Shout out to Brother Jay.
Yes,
and
sir.
rest in power to Professor X, the overseer.
Yes, sir. He said, I was sitting by the river with my warriors. A bunch of cave boys trying to house my throne. I never noticed the sweat because I'm not at all tragic. Ooh,
running from my magic. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Man, this new generation wouldn't know nothing about no X-Clan.
Nah, they think it was whack. If it ain't Migos, if it ain't Cardi B, if it ain't a sister basically butt naked in front of them, or somebody like Lil Nas X, they don't want to hear about it. You know what I mean?
Lil Nas X doing videos in the pen, twerking and shit.
That's the devil, bro. Yeah, but anyway, the vaccination, that's who they're using to push that vaccination thing. It's the celebrities.
Yep, like Juvenile. Like Juvenile. Juvenile got a song called Vax That Thing Up. Instead of Back That Thing Up, it's called Vax That Thing Up.
Yeah. It's all about the propaganda, the paperwork, and the prostitution.
Yeah.
Those who want to sell the soul are going to sell their soul. Those who want the paperwork, which is the money, they're going to get the money. But it's all part of the elaborate scheme that the Caucasians have in the mind. You know what I mean? You know, when people are something, man, they know they playing better than we do.
Yeah, they've been planning it for hundreds of years.
For those who aren't aware of this term, it's called social engineering.
Yeah.
Look that up. Check out videos on that. You know, there was a man, he went and got 100 orphan black babies. And I don't know what his name was, but it was like during, I think, the 1900s. And he went and got them just so he could do experiments.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that for centuries, Romeo. There's a whole book called The Medical Apartheid I read back in college. And it outlines all the experiments that have been done from slavery till now.
They even know what colors set us off, the lighting that'll set us off, the conditions that set us off, how to arrange rooms and architectural differences that will set us off or affect us in a certain kind of way, what the command words to set us off or to cause us to do things. These people got us down to the book, man, and we need to reverse that, and we need to have them the same way.
We need to study them like they study us.
Hell yeah. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it. He said he should study the white man because he is successful in all his ways. See what I'm saying? So, you know.
This is his last hurrah. The Caucasoid is dying out. So they're running out of options. So they have to resort to biological chemical warfare to remain a dominant power. But their power is waning, and we're taking it from them. And voices like us, the new independent black media, are doing it.
Right. Frontline campaign. So check this out. what I think the greatest weapon of the devil, man, is something called lies. That's the greatest weapon, man. We have the truth, and they have what's called a lie.
And you have to keep telling a lie. You have to keep telling it over and over. George Bush Jr. said that you keep telling a lie long enough, people will believe it. Just like the 9/11 shit. Weapons of mass destruction. There was never no weapons of mass destruction found in Iraq and Afghanistan. But
they killed that man, and come to find out, according to the Geneva Convention investigation that they did, he didn't even do what they said he did.
But see, they
killed that man.
The CIA. He was a CIA plant. They put him in.
So was Osama bin Laden. So was I take this back. The brother Gaddafi
was part of the Western powers' interests.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They cut him off when he said, "Look, I'm gonna use the minerals under the ground and turn that into currency." They said, "Oh no, the IMF, the powers that be said, nope, can't have that, because you were going to bankrupt all the banks of Europe, you're going to bankrupt all the banks of America, you're going to bankrupt all the banks of Asia. We can't have that."
We're going to create free electricity and free internet and free cell phone service to all Africa.
Oh no, you are a problem. We have to do away with you.
You're part of the system. You're going to end up missing. And that's what happened to him. So getting back to the vaccine, if you could avoid the vaccine, don't take it. But beware. They're going to come with another program or another method to make you take that vaccine. You know, don't take the vaccine if you can avoid it. That's all I got to say.
Right. So you got to start doing for self, family. You might have to start going off grid, because it's coming to that time. This is why we push things like Unity Community and Freedom Town in Georgia. Because where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go, family? It's only a matter of time before the vaccines become mandatory across the board, and you have to have your papers, your vaccination card in this case, to do just about anything. Right. To go anywhere.
They might just start doing it like, you remember on the turnpikes where they would have the thing where you throw the coins in?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they might just start doing random checks on the highway, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they do with the drunk driving campaign where they just like that. They might just start doing stuff like that. I mean, nothing surprises me, man, when it comes to these devils, man.
No, I don't put nothing past them either.
Don't put nothing past these people, man. You know.
So be on the lookout.
You know, if you see it, if you get any, hey, come to such and such place, we have $1 million reward for you. Don't fall for that one either.
Don't fall for
they
it.
used to do that with people with warrants.
Mm-hmm.
They would invite them to a location. Yeah, you know, you want a free sweepstakes, blah, blah, blah. Come on down. Everybody be showing up over there like, man, I wanted a sweepstakes.
And then you get arrested.
So. Yeah. They bring so. Oh, yeah, that's me. Walk in that room. They close that door. All of a sudden, they just bomb rush. You know what I mean? Send them away through the back. Bam. So next.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So just beware and stand on your square.
And keep your head on the swivel.
Yep.
At all times, Black family, because we are at war. This is another example of this war that we're in. And they're using chemical, biological weapons to do it. That's what this is. That's what the jab is.
Happy days is over. Happy days is over. This is the reckoning. This is the real life apocalypse, people. Strap up your boots and get ready.
Get ready. So if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right. Eat good, live good, exercise, and wherever if there's anybody in your community that's awoke, awakened, and conscious, stick to them.
But yeah, they can shove that vaccine up their behinds, because I ain't getting that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it. Every time I go to the doctor, they say, "Have you had the vaccine?" No.
Yeah, you should have told them, yeah. What you talking
No,
about? Next time, tell them, yeah.
They know.
Yeah, hell yeah, I took. Now I know, but you got to tell them, hell yeah, I took you. That way, when you go to the hospital, they don't say, "I put him in quarantine."
They already have a database. They already have a database set up of who got in, who don't.
Oh, okay.
They already have that shit. That's why they have these vaccine cards, and if you manufacture one yourself, it's prison time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm staying corrected.
So you got to have your papers. They're gonna want you to have your papers, and your papers are gonna be this vaccination card.
Can I ask you a question, brother? Okay, so does it say on the computer how many people are watching us right now?
It goes in and out. So far, I just see one person, but it says that, and then when I go on Facebook, it's like 5 people. So,
okay.
There's one person viewing. Thank you for viewing, whoever's viewing. This is episode 22 of the Frontline Black News. I'm your host, Chan Krumah. The air date of this program is August 7, 2021, and we are discussing the vaccines right now, Black family. So I hope whoever's watching did not get the vaccine. If you did get the vaccine, I hope that you don't promote it and suggest it to other people, because this is biological chemical warfare, family. We are at war. This United States government has never given us nothing that was going to benefit us. So I don't know why you think they would do it now. So we lost an elder this week by the name of RUNOKO RASHIDI. And I had the pleasure of meeting this brother back in 2018, I want to say it was. And I have one of his books, The Travels of RUNOKO RASHIDI. And he basically traveled the whole world showing the Black influence throughout the world, from all throughout Africa to Asia to Australia to Europe to America to South America. So we lost the library, Black family, because that brother was a wealth of knowledge, and he will be dearly missed.
Salute to the ancestor. Rest in power.
So I posted a picture of me and him from back in 2018 on my Facebook page. Make sure y'all check that out. While we're still here, make sure y'all check out frontlinecampaign.org. That is the website that is associated with Frontline Black News. And make sure that you like and subscribe. And Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Thank you, Ramel. That is the website that is associated with all of those platforms. So make sure y'all check that out. And
you know what I was gonna say, brother?
What?
Frontline is an army. In the Navy, we play Haven. How did it go? If you ever play Haven, it's not a gravy.
Yeah, we are definitely an army, and we are gaining momentum, and the powers that be are shook by it. Also so the next topic was for Jerry Burton, but Jerry Burton is not joining us, so I really don't have much to discuss about it. Besides, it's a lot of money that's just being wasted.
Okay.
Um,
Well, we can skip that subject.
and I guess we can get on your topic because that's the last thing that we have on here. Traditional
Okay.
Black
Okay.
values,
Traditional Black family values, brother.
Black family values.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Man, we gotta start loving each other, man. You know what I mean? Black man, black woman, black child. You know, we gotta come together because the black family is the building block for nationhood, man. You know what I'm saying? And just having our own. And, you know, if it ain't right in the household, man, it ain't never gonna be right.
Right.
You know, and we need to treat each other with some respect. We need to, you know, care for each other, man. You know what I mean? Husband and wives need to get along. You know, don't be so quick to run out and divorce. You know, stick it out, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the other thing I was going to say is, man, teach the kids something that is valuable. Don't be teaching them this mainstream curriculum that they want you to believe in, because that's going to get us nowhere, man. That's going to be the destruction of the black. Those who are hip to the Willie Lynch letters, you know, even the black woman is the main target. It's kind of like the the Bible, you know, the snake, he goes for the woman, and then the woman goes and does something that was out of order, right? So I'm just saying, you know, black woman, if you don't know that you're the main target for the devil and devil society, you need to awaken and be conscious that you are the main target. They say that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. So if he has your brain, he's already in the situation to win. So if we could take the chains off the black woman's brain and put her on a different plane of existence, in a higher plane, in a heavenly plane, in a heavenly position, then we're gonna be winning. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's all about respect and honor, you know, and you know, us men, we need to respect our women a lot more and care for our women a lot more. Because, you know, being that they're targeted so much, a lot of times they just need to be heard. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and black men, black women need to come together and teach these babies right. That's what I want to speak about as far as that subject was concerned.
Right.
What you got to say about that, General Harris?
I say the only way that's going to even be possible is we have to replace this system of racism and white supremacy with a system of justice.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, that's just a fantasy at this point. I mean, they've done so much division amongst us. The only way that that's going to happen is if we have no choice but to come together.
Yes, sir. I just think that it goes local, global, then universal. If we
Right. It
get the
all starts
family
with,
unit right,
well, it starts with
go
self
ahead.
and then it starts with the family. You got to get yourself
Yeah,
right, then you get your family right, and then, you
society.
know, a nation is a bunch of families. So once you get
Yes,
the
sir.
family right, then you can get the nation right, and you be getting somewhere. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
how you form a
baby
square.
steps.
Yeah, Trump. I just think that it's critical right now because, you know, we really need to stick together, get it together, and we need to regroup as a
Well, we have
black
to get
family.
on code. The only way we're gonna stick together is if we're on code. We have a common
Right,
goal, a common purpose, uh, a common
right.
agenda.
And if I could, but I wanted to mention one thing. We need to utilize knowledge and wisdom because, you know, like even myself, sometimes I got to catch myself. I'd be so quick to say something wrong or negative to my fellow constituents that I got to know and be aware of the fact that, wait a minute, I'm programmed to hate my own people anyway. You see what I'm saying? So I need to rethink what I'm about to say or rethink what I'm about to do. You know what I mean? We need to stay woke, stay conscious, and utilize our best judgment in all situations.
Right. Well,
Yes, sir.
that means discernment.
Yes, sir.
That means you have to be able to discern right from wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But in this bizarre world that has been flipped, when you call out certain things, you get labeled certain things. So
Indeed.
you have to be aware of all that, Black family. But we're at an hour now, Ramel.
You want to call it quits, or you want to keep on?
I mean, we can keep going. We gotten through all the topics for tonight.
Well, if you want to finish it off, that's cool, because, you know, then the next time we can add a little bit more time if it's just me and you or whatever we're doing. Can I make my final, if so, can I make my final comments?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My name is Ramel Understanding, the angel of peace from the east, understanding, understood in the neighborhood near you. Bring the hope without the dough. Official for my campaign. Salute to the fallen soldiers, those who've been before me, those that are with me, and those that are always going to ride with me. You know, I just want to say that Black family, man, my mentor, or excuse me, my sponsor used to say, people are the product of words, and words are the product of people. Don't let these people, these Caucasians, define us, define our struggles, define anything about us. Because our identity is our identity. We're going to have to see through our own eyes and stop falling for the devil's lies. Peace.
Peace. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Yeah, so that was so yes, Black family, we were at war. We have to prepare ourselves for this warfare that we're under. And this vaccine is just another example of that, of the chemical biological warfare that we are up against right now as I speak. And that has been episode 22 of the Frontline Black News. Thank you for tuning in.
Sir.
Please make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Frontline Black News, and like the Facebook page, and also check out our website, www.frontlinecampaign.org. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
Thank you so much. Peace.
Peace.